Hello and welcome to another episode of Music Wednesdays. Today I thought I would talk about Bullet from a Valentine, the band Bullet from a Valentine from Wales, often abbreviated as BFMV. The reason why I wanted to talk about this band is this is the very first heavy metal band that I ever actually got into. Well, heavy metal. They're more like metalcore, bit of screamo sort of mixture, and a bit of speed metal because they're quite quick. I really like these guys, and I've got a bit of a story about them as well. So back in I think 2011, maybe 2012, when I first started coming online as when I got internet, it was quite a cool day for me. Um, there was a person I used to speak to online via YouTube. So that was a bit of a strange one. So we used to use the discussion board on each other's channels, and this person was a big sort of metalhead type person. She was from Australia. Cannot remember her name, but she was really into Billet from Valentine and amongst other bands. And she created what was called an AMV, animated music video. And that's how I came across it. So I was watching one of her animated music videos, and a Bullet from a Valentine song was in the background. So I'd never heard of them before that, and I'd commented saying, "Hey, that's really cool. I really like that song. Who are these guys?" And then she commented on my actual page rather than because I commented on the video, and then she commented the page saying, "Hey, thanks for your support for my video. I'm really surprised you don't know these guys. They're from Britain. I noticed that you're also in the UK from your channel." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, no, I don't. I'm not I'm not into heavy metal. I don't listen to heavy rock or anything like this." And she's like, she sent back the shocked face, like, "Oh, these guys are awesome. You should check them out." So the AMV was only, I think it was only 30 or 40 seconds long, so it wasn't long. But I had the Let's Go part from Tears Don't Fall, and I thought that I'll give it a listen. So I listened to Tears Don't Fall properly. Well, I say properly. It was maybe the first 2 minutes of Tears Don't Fall, and I just really didn't like it. I was just like, "Oh, this is too loud. It's too screamy. It's just not for me. Turn it off." Um, and then I was just sort of, some amount of time went past, and um, what was I doing? I was on YouTube, and I was just looking for new things, new music to listen to, and Bullet from Valentine came up again. This time it was with the song "Waking the Demon." So I was like, right, okay, this is a different one from Tears Don't Fall. Listened to it, and it was actually the radio friendly version. So if for those of you who are Bullet from a Valentine fans or have heard the song "Waking the Demon," they've got two versions. They've got their radio edit, which is like Matt Tuck, who's the lead singer of Bullet, singing clean, so he's not using his scream voice. And then there's the album version where he is just screaming. So I heard the clean vocals, and I was like, I think that's sort of what enticed me back to them. I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, okay, this is different. This is not like the other one where it was all screaming." And then I started listening to them. I picked up their album. Um, it was one. It was the. I think it was Venom. Might have been Venom. Uh, I'm not entirely sure if it was Venom. Poison. No. Scream. Was it Screaming Fire or Fever? Uh, Might have been Screaming Fire or Fever. I can't remember. I did buy like a box set, so I did get. I remember I did get Poison, Screaming Fire, and Fever all at one go. But I can't remember if I bought one of them before the other. But yeah, I got the Poison. Um, yeah, it was the Poison because that's the one that had Tears Don't Fall. So I listened to the Poison through and through, and I was like, yes, this band is so cool. Like, why did it take me so long to get into them? And I was very glad that I did. And I subsequently then went on to purchase Screaming Fire and Fever. these three albums, the first three albums that I'd bought from them, they were just so cool. They were very fast paced. They were very, you know, in your face. And I think at the time when I was, 17, 16, 17, teen angst really took the way there, and it just the music spoke to me. A lot of their songs are, there's a lot of, I wouldn't say that. So there's a lot of like fight the enemy, you know, fight the power sort of themes. There's a few love sort of songs there. Betrayal song, Your Betrayal is a very good song. And things like that. And Bittersweet Memories, a very good song. So there was just a lot to go, and a lot of really cool songs, and a lot of stuff that I really sort of could sing along to in my bedroom. That's a bit of a but yeah, just things like that, and they just grew on me over time. I just really enjoyed them, and I lost contact with the person I spoke to, the person who originally asked me to listen to these guys, and I really kind of regret that in a way because I think we would have been quite good pals if I sort of just got my head out my arse and really decided to actually listen to them properly. So I mean, I thank you, a random Australian person who I commented on a video, nearly 10 years ago now, for introducing me to these guys. I mean, later years, later albums, I've kept up with them, but I've not really sort of listened to them a lot, and I think that's just down to me maturing with my music overall. Like I've branched into different genres, and now my playlist is so large that I will come back to them at some point and properly give them a listen with their new stuff. But for me, the first three albums really will stick with me forever. And then Temper Temper, the fourth album, uh, that was good. I didn't enjoy that one as much as the first three, but I still supported it and I still bought it. And I was very lucky to actually see them live in 2013 at the Download Festival, my very first sort of festival, and that was just incredible. And I've actually got quite a funny story about that. So when they were playing, I think they were playing, what song was it they were doing again? It might have been, it wasn't Screaming, it wasn't Tears Don't Fall. I think it was, what was it? It was maybe Waking the Demon. Might have been Waking the Demon, or it might have been Screaming Fire. It was either Screaming Fire or Waking the Demon. It was a really powerful one, and it was my first sort of time at a music festival, first proper gig, really, that I'd ever been to, and the in front of me, I was nearish to the front, and in front of me, the crowd separated, and at the time I didn't understand that was because they were either going to do a mosh pit, circle pit, wall of death. I just saw that as an opportunity to move forward. Oh, there's a big space, so I nonchalantly walked into the middle of this forming circle pit that I didn't realise, and this heavy set man who was definitely in his like late 30s, um, battle jacket, spikes out of every orifice, angry, big beer drinking man, big belly, spotted me. This little scrawny 17-year-old guy with a fucking flapjack in his hand, because I had stocked up on breakfast cereal bars through my 5 days of camping, so I thought that would be a good idea. He sees me, he screams at me, and he runs at me full pelt. And before I get a chance to react, I get belly flopped. Belly flopped? Well, he hit me with his belly, and I go about 50 feet in the air and land into the people behind me, and they immediately push me back into the middle. And before I was trying to tell, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize, and then and then full mosh pit, full circle pit happened, and I just could not move. I couldn't feel the ground for about the whole song. The whole song, I was just getting thrown around, and I ended up somewhere on the left hand side. I completely lost all the people I was with, all my friends. I never saw them for hours, but it was an amazing experience. And Bullet are the very first band that I got into properly, got me into metal, and I have a big respect for them. Um, the first three albums are absolutely solid, and yeah, I just thought I'd give you my take on Bullet for My Valentine. Cheers. Right.